Alright, so I thought I'd try to get another video in. I always be watching. I always keep be catching clips of It's Complicated, man, and sometimes I be wishing I could get caught on one of them motherfuckers or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to see what he had on this one, man. This toxic masculinity shit.
What is the difference between masculine and feminine energy?
I feel like feminine energy is like just, it relates back to like I feel like old times, like womenish roles and like the feminine energy that go along with that. Like men should, in my opinion, men should open the door and just like feminine energy, and masculine energy is more of like the not in control, but just like the leader of the relationship, in my opinion. So
I would say bravado. It's like taking leadership in a role, being in charge of situations. And then feminine energy, I would say it's more like, not entirely, but being more submissive, being led.
Not quite aggressive, but more like go-gettery. Whereas feminine energy tends to always be seen as a more caretakery.
I don't know, I feel like super safe and a little bit more like
Yeah, I feel safer
confident.
around masculinity.
Masculine energy.
Femininity is more like happy.
We're happier.
Does a man have to be masculine in order to attract a woman?
for me, yes. Yes.
Does a woman need to be feminine in order to attract a man?
Yes,
Should
for
be,
me,
but-
yes.
Do you think women are more attracted to masculine or feminine men?
I believe more masculine.
You just feel safe.
I feel
like,
safe.
honestly, and it's just hot.
It's hot.
Definitely more attracted to masculine.
What do you think women find attractive about a man in touch with his masculinity?
How confident he can be, how sure he is of himself. He can lead her. Go back to being what I said, leading her in a certain direction, taking charge of certain situations, being protective. It's that whole protect, provide nature.
That he's able to like care for me and like protect me when we're out in public.
He's a provider. He
Not
can take.
Not even just out in public, but at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Somebody knocking on the door at the house. Who gonna answer the door? Shit, I'm gonna answer. I want my woman to answer that motherfucker. Not unless I'm on a pot or something. But other than that, yeah, I'm gonna answer the goddamn door.
Take care.
You know what I'm saying? It's a wasp nest outside. I'm gonna go out there and try to handle that. So either her or my kids don't get stung or some shit like that. You know what
For
I'm saying?
me, also put in that assertiveness. That's what I like about the masculine energy.
And what's attractive about a man in touch with his femininity?
I feel like they're less likely to see things like me being a breadwinner more as a threat.
I think it's that they can understand their woman a lot easier. Cause you can't always just say stop being emotional, shut the fuck up, or leave me the fuck alone. But actually understand how she feel and how she could feel that way, and fuck around and do something about it. You know what I'm saying? In a proper way, and be gentle.
Threat, and they're more likely to see it as like a positive thing and celebrate my success.
I think since it's like so
Hey, where they at? She I forgot her name, but that cyberpunk Netflix show.
down upon, it's like cool to see guys who are in touch with such like feminine parts about themselves.
Why is that?
I don't know, because you just don't see it as an everyday thing. So once you see it, it's just like, okay, he's not scared to go out of his comfort zone for something that's not normalized in this social society.
I would rather my man be a little bit more feminine or sensitive in that tone. You know what I'm saying? I really don't like to use feminine and masculine because I just feel like people should just be who they are. You know what I'm saying? If you're soft, if you're gentle, if you're loving, then it is what it is. And if you go by rough love or tough love or anything, I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody's out there with tough skin for you.
That's cool and all, but in the end, when you choosing somebody, you gotta say whether or not he too soft or he too feminine.
At what point
So
does
it still
masculinity
comes
become
to-
toxic masculinity?
If they're too demanding,
Arrogant.
overwhelming,
Yeah.
egotistical.
I feel like when they're taking over the relationship and it's like unbalanced energy, that's what it is for me.
Yeah, for sure. When it becomes unbalanced and they use that
I think toxic masculinity would be more so for their answer could be more something like a narcissist, cocky ass asshole.
masculine energy as power over you, and they become controlling.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's when they let that masculinity become their only personality trait and they almost feel disgusted with doing anything that may be considered more feminine.
If men had the space to really be themselves and not be pressured into thinking that they're gay or soft or, you know, whatever it may be, you know, I feel...
Look, you say that, it's so crazy. Because life is not fair. Life is not fucking fair. But I just seen a video where some women were just like, oh, a man being in their feminine is smoking hookah. I would never do it. I would never do it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you got motherfuckers saying shit like that.
I feel like if we didn't have that type of like thought about men being like gay or anything, then men would be more softer. They would be more in tune with their feelings. And they would be just, I don't know, just
Nuh-uh, because it don't matter what you think about it, it's what we think about it.
better people.
Do you think toxic masculinity is more likely to come from an alpha or beta male?
Alpha.
I think it can come from both, honestly. Maybe probably a beta.
I would think.
Maybe an alpha.
I would think more of a beta. I don't know, because I would think if you said alpha that they would be on point with their proper masculine, like a proper masculine man.
I don't know exactly. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
What is the difference between alpha and beta males?
I think alpha is someone who would kind of be considered a leader. And I think a lot of the time that carries like a bad rep, but I don't personally think that it is. So.
Can toxic masculinity exist without toxic femininity?
No, they go hand in hand.
No. No. I think that it can exist without.
So then why don't we just call it toxic behavior?
Ooh,
True
that's
though.
a good one.
True
it's
though.
definitely it's just toxic
Hey,
behavior
'cause
on both
it
halves.
come from both
What does
genders.
toxic femininity look like?
You girls know. You know what you do. I'm
They
just
fucking
saying.
know. They know.
You know, there's like, girls know what they're doing. Like, if you ever think that a girl is innocent, you're probably wrong. Like, she knows what she's doing.
Bitchiness, for sure.
So then why are there some women who are proud of being bitches?
Oh.
I would
This is why I love watching his shit, because he be hitting them with them questions.
No idea.
I would say I kind of am one of those girls.
So you're toxically feminine.
Yeah, we're
I'd
toxic.
say it's definitely helped me in the world. I'd say I used to let men walk all over me, and now being a bitch to men has definitely helped me, like, put them in their place and be able to show them that, like, I am an equal partner, you know?
Why would you have to be a bitch in order to show men that you're an equal partner? Like,
I guess it's the type of men that I go for.
well, I'm saying, isn't there a difference between like having healthy boundaries and just having a bad attitude?
No. So in this case, I feel like from what she's saying, it's like if I'm talking to a dude and I'm telling him on something like, hey, you can't be doing that, chill out. You know what I'm saying? You know that classic saying, if I slap your ass, you're gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying? Or now if I hit you, you're gonna think I'm wrong. But you gotta turn up and be that motherfucker for somebody not to fuck with you sometimes. I feel like that's what she's saying.
Yes, there's definitely a difference for sure.
For me, bitchiness is more about being assertive.
Yeah.
Why is there so much media attention exposing the flawed nature and behavior of men, but not also the flawed nature and behavior of women?
Because in this day of age, women like to be victims. I am a strong believer in that, and I feel bad for a lot of guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's all about like how you talk to any girl and she'll say her ex is a narcissist. Like, not every guy walking this earth is a narcissist. I'm sorry. I just don't believe in that.
I would say maybe that has to do with the algorithm in your phone or what you're searching up or what they promote to you.
No.
Like, when I go on my YouTube, I see a lot of that. A lot of downplaying men,
mainstream.
a lot of downplaying what we do or what we provide, a lot of trying to uplift women. Not to say that they shouldn't be uplifted,
Right.
but it's kind of, to me, it's a matter of why are we bringing men down and not uplifting men just like we're uplifting women.
Are women more attracted to nice guys or bad boys?
Bad boys.
Bad boys, bad boys.
Bad boys.
So then why should men care about what women want?
Oh.
They shouldn't, but it's just like women care about what men want. Like
We do.
No one should care, but we do. It's just human nature.
Men need women, women need men.
If men and women needed each other, why do gay people exist?
Okay, aside from that.
Okay, yeah. Apart from that,
Why do women complain about toxic masculinity when women enable that behavior by choosing to date bad boys?
Oh.
Yeah.
Again, victimizing themselves.
Mhm.
You guys just love being the victim.
I couldn't even say, man. Like, you guys are perpetuating that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you choose to be with this guy that's gonna fuck on other females, excuse my language,
And you
or
know
go
it.
do some other stuff behind your backs, be cheating on you and stuff. Then you got the nice guy over here, and you don't give him no opportunity, and then eventually that turns him into that. Now he's looking at it like, all right, for me to even compete, I gotta treat you
I
like
gotta
that.
be like him.
Women often are really, really insecure. Like, we like to
Don't lose
project
your
our
values, though,
insecurities.
my
So a
boy.
lot of the time, the loudest and proudest girl out there is definitely the one that has, some mental issues. And
Facts, bro. Facts. You gotta shut the hell up and be humble, and that goes for both genders, bruh. Shut the hell up and be humble. Be grateful.
and insecurities, that's what I'd say.
Not about everything. You can't just say fuck it. I'll just take whatever. But motherfucker standards way too high.
Why is it when a woman doesn't have a man, she often has to take on a masculine role, but when a man doesn't have a woman, he doesn't necessarily have to take on a feminine role?
Ooh. That's too good a question for me to answer personally.
I just think women are more apt to be more manly than
And independent.
it's okay.
No, I think this question is setting up for masculinity is a little bit more needed. But I definitely don't feel that way. But I feel like that's what this question is setting up to be.
Okay for a woman to be more manly than it is for a man to be feminine. I
Yeah.
think. I just feel like people think that, even though it
That's the
shouldn't be
natural.
true.
That's a norm.
It's not that people think that. It's just how shit is. Because if you see a feminine ass man and he's straight, if he's a straight man but he's feminine, y'all don't fuck with him. And y'all don't got nothing against him. It's gonna be like, oh, I don't got nothing against him, but I don't fuck with him.
Normal thing for us is to go through hardships, to earn your scars and to earn your pain, and then from that you become the man that you are. And then with women, it's not necessarily the same thing. You can be independent and then work on yourself and stuff, but you usually develop again those same scars, and then that puts a coating on you, and then that makes it more difficult when you try and get into a relationship, because now you feel like you have to do this stuff for yourself instead of being able to let the person you'll be with do it for you.
When a woman doesn't have a man to take care of her and provide for her, she has to do it for herself, and that's considered being more masculine.
Well, wouldn't that prove that masculinity is more essential for survival than
Look,
femininity?
I told you.
Ooh,
I told you he was setting up for that shit.
I had never thought about that. So
Oh.
it's all right.
And if that's true, why is masculinity seen as toxic?
Masculinity is vital for society to continue existing.
It's
Wouldn't that mean that
complicated
the
with
man couldn't survive
dub.
without the woman though? Because we could do the man and woman part,
No,
but a
no,
man
no,
could
no,
only
no.
do.
It's not the man part. It's not the man part. It's the masculine part.
Do the man part.
Well, right, but I'm just saying the man doesn't necessarily have to take on a more feminine role because he can survive doing the man part and just stay that way.
They could survive, but they're not doing too well. They're not doing too hot. Have you seen a single man's apartment? I have many times.
Men are, well, it's a fact. It's a known fact.
She said many times. All right. That girl for the streets.
Men are physically more capable than women. They are stronger. So I think some of the roles that come not only in dating but also marriage, things that happen around the house, the toilet breaks, I'm not fixing it. Like, I hope a man does. No offense. I will definitely do the cleaning because that's just, I don't know. You're probably asking the wrong person about this.
Why do women often attack a man's masculinity when they don't get what they want?
Oh, he looking like he finna hit your ass, fam. You see him jumping like that? He look to the side. Boy, he finna rock you.
I think that's an insecurity thing. Like,
Keep your
all
eyes
right,
on
you're not
him.
gonna bend to my will, or I'm gonna attack this about you. But I feel like both genders do that.
Wait, I didn't.
Attack a man's masculinity when they don't get what they want.
I think that's an insecurity thing. Like, all right, you're not gonna bend to my will, or I'm gonna attack this about you. But I feel like both genders do that. So,
Isn't that hitting below the belt?
yes.
A lot of the time when we think about men who are masculine, it's just them being, it's like them knowing who they are. And I feel like if you're insecure and you're around, even in friendships, like if you're around someone who's so strong in who they are, like you're definitely going to be threatened by that. And so that's probably why a lot of females like attack men for that, I'd say.
Who do you think cares more about masculinity, men or women?
I
That's
definitely
hard.
think it's men, 100%. I do feel like women, there are a lot of women that help them, but I do feel like men, like I said, about social construct and everything, I feel like society is more harder on men, and so that makes them want to be more masculine or prove to themselves, to other men, that they're more manly. You know what I'm saying?
I honestly think women. I think women are always targeting men.
It's definitely women, cause at least now it's very much heard that they have the problem with masculinity. When us, we just on some normal shit. We might say something to somebody, but it's not like a. We might say something to one of our boys at work or something like that, but it's not like a national thing like, feminism is talking about.
Whether it's in a bad way or a good way, we're always like attacking them for anything they do. I feel like in this generation, there's no winning.
So would you say that men are conditioned by other men to act a certain way?
I
Yes,
feel like men are
that's what she
conditioned
said.
by society, men and women, to act that way.
I think that goes along with anybody. I think that can be a women thing too. But I think a lot of the time women are expected to be super independent. Women are pushed to go to college and be super, not that it's wrong. I think that if you want to do that, go ahead. But there's nothing wrong with wanting to raise a family and stay home.
At all.
And same thing with a guy. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be the breadwinner of the family.
So how do you think we can fix that?
Well, we need to have more conversations. That's one thing.
I think to fix that, people need to come up with like a list of shit for people to ask themselves and find out what it is they like, so they can go for that and tell a motherfucker what it is what they want.
Needs to be more topics like this. We need to be able to, I want to say, mind your own damn business. You know what I'm saying?
Why is our society constantly inflating women's egos to the point of delusional while simultaneously deflating and demoralizing men's egos to the point of suicidal?
Oh man, I really couldn't. I guess they want women nowadays to be so much more. I say masculine,
I think
that
they
whole
just trying to get rid
independent
of the
woman
masculine
thing.
man,
I
if
get it.
anything.
Men of the past weren't perfect, but neither were women of the past. So what it goes up into is that you have these women that are older now and they want to start families or they want to do other things, and you have this bravado about you, and it's not attractive to a real alpha male or to a real omega male, or it's just not seen as attractive. And then
Sigmas
what
and
happens
none
with
of
men that are not in that situation, that are not as pronounced, they end up being suicidal because they can't find a decent woman to fit into.
Or no, I don't. That last part, I feel like they become more suicidal because society, that is pushing this toxic masculinity shit, is telling you wrong. You want some sinful shit. You are, literally, they'll say, you know what I'm saying, I hope all men die. Imagine having somebody that don't even know you wanting you to fucking die, and that shit hurt. And then they telling you what you're doing is wrong, and you just sitting there like, damn, I didn't even know, you know what I'm saying, and I believe it's wrong. I want to kill myself type shit. That's That's why I think that shit come from.
What they're looking for, their standards or their qualifications at that. So it's like, all right, none of these women want to rock with me how I need you to rock. Now what am I supposed to do?
It's complicated with another dub video, bro. I swear to God, I love his videos. You just, man, them questions hit you like, damn, why did you think of that, boy? But overall, he got some good topics, man, and it's good. It's good footage. It's good shit. But that's it for tonight. Hope y'all had a nice time sitting and popping a squat with your boy. Finna get out of here. Love, peace, and hair grease. Be good, be blessed, and be safe. God damn it. Those.